In today's video, I'm going to talk about why right now is the best time for you to finally launch that course or that coaching program idea that you've had in your head for the longest time. Let's get into it. So firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of AdClients.com, where we help you create, launch, and scale your online courses and your coaching programs. And I'm pleased you're here. Listen, this is a big topic and it's an important one. Okay, we're not getting into the nitty-gritty. We're not talking about a Facebook ad strategy. We're not talking about a conversion strategy on a webinar. We're talking about you finally getting your course or your coaching program on the tracks, getting it moving forward and starting to build some momentum. Because for many of you, I'm going to be bold here, you're making excuses. Okay, you're making excuses time and time again as to why it's not working for you, as to why you've not seen the results that you want, as to why you're procrastinating and finding an excuse to justify that procrastination. And I can be as bold to say that because I know it from personal experience. I was doing it too. I was doing it many years ago when I was getting my start. Many of my clients, I see it in their behavior and I call them out on it and we help them move forward. And so therefore I'm very confident that many of you are experiencing the same thing. And I want to talk about what some of these excuses are, and I want to talk about why they're irrelevant and why you should put your stake in the ground today, right now, watching this video and say, I'm not going to buy my excuses anymore. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to get this thing built. I'm going to stop withholding from me the abundance and the income that this business could provide for me. And I'm going to stop holding back what I have of value for those in the marketplace that need it. So let's talk about what some of these excuses are. You know, the excuses are, hey John, look, it's okay for you, right? You've got a big email list, a big following, you've got influence, you've got connections, you've got a big brand, a big team. It's okay for you, right? You've got all of that stuff. Well, that's completely irrelevant and we'll get to that in a minute. There's other excuses. It's too hard right now. It's too difficult. Right? Perhaps marketing in 2012 was much easier and it's far more difficult now. And other excuses like, look, I've missed the boat. I missed the boat. If I was going to launch a course or launch a coaching program, 2016, that was the sweet year. It looks like we're past that now. I've missed the boat. You know, there's no opportunity now. Okay. So firstly, let's talk about this interesting excuse of, John, look, you've got an email list, you've got all of this cool stuff, right? You've got all these assets that you can leverage. I don't have all of that, so it's okay for you. It's not okay for me. You have to understand something very important, okay? I didn't just rent an email list. I didn't find a following, okay? I didn't go buy a brand on eBay or Craigslist, okay? I built this thing from the ground up back in 2012. When I started to, see that there's an opportunity online to build a business, to grow an income, that's when I got started. And between 2012 and where we are right now, I've been able to grow a training and consulting company to 4 million a year. Okay, now I wasn't handed anything. Not only did I not get handed an email list or a following or anything like that, my parents didn't hand me down a business, okay? I didn't have a bunch of previous business experience running in the family. This was built from the ground up. So you just can't use that excuse, okay? Because what I have built and what I've got now, I started from complete scratch. Now what you'll say is, or some of you might say, yeah, but you got started in 2012 when it was easier, okay? It was easier for you. So of course now you've got all of that stuff in 2021. It's harder for me. John, you've had a head start. Here's the interesting thing. Do you think business from tomorrow onwards, do you think no one in the history of years to come, no one's ever gonna build any more businesses? No one's gonna start, no one's gonna get going. Like literally 2021 at the time of recording this, business stops. Everyone who had a head start has had a head start. 2021, it's too difficult. So no one is ever going to start any more businesses. No, of course not. 2022, 23, 24, people are going to continue to start businesses from complete scratch. And what's going to happen is if you were to get started today, if you were to say, I'm going to hold myself accountable, I'm going to get this thing done, I'm going to stop making excuses, then if you got started here in 2021, by 2030, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be telling people about what you've achieved because you started now. You're going to tell people what you've achieved. They're going to say, it's okay for you. You got started in 2021. It's okay for you. You had a head start. It's all relative to where on the journey you're starting. It's not about being late. It's not about missing the boat. It's not about it being too hard. Growing a business is always going to be difficult. It's always going to be challenges. It's about getting started. And it's about starting to figure out how you can start a business in the current climate of your industry, with the current lay of the land, okay? We've got clients right now, not old testimonials that we're latching onto from many, many years ago. We have clients in recent months that got their start. You know, there's a guy called Sam Francis. We'll pull it up here on the screen. He wanted to create a course all about how to properly prepare wills and trusts. Never done this before. No email list, no following, no clout. No one knew who this guy was. Created a course, launched it with our processes. $96,000 in course sales. In fact, he just crossed $100,000. Pete, perhaps you throw that up as well. You got our 100K Club award. $100,000 from selling a course in the last few months. No one even knew who this guy was, okay? How do you explain that? He didn't get a head start in 2012 like I did. He just had a process that worked right now and followed it to a T. We've got people like Fez. He was a personal trainer in the gym. Never ever tried to sell something online before. He actually became a client, came into our program. We showed him our process and our system for creating a course and marketing it effectively. He did £14,000 in his first month, did $19,500 in his second month, absolutely crushing it. Never ever done anything like this before. In fact, he just quit his job. He quit his job after month 2. And he was, he got jelly legs over the thought of it. Never ever in his wildest dreams would he think he'd quit a reliable, secure job, but he did it to pursue this because he found something that worked. We've got someone called Lisa Hugo. Wonderful lady. She was not brand new. She had been trying this for many years. She'd been trying to grow her vocal coaching business for a very long time. Nothing was working. Sales funnels were kind of half-baked, half working, kind of not. Couldn't find a traffic source to work. And she had years of struggle. Came into contact with us and what we teach our clients. She became a client and she started crushing out some great results. Did $18,000 in a 30-day period selling her program. And she just gave us an updated testimonial literally just last week, okay? Not last month, not last year, last week. She did $23,000 in a 5-day period. Again, how do you explain that, okay? They don't have any special skills. They don't have any head start. They are just willing to put their stake in the ground and say, I'm getting started. I want to follow a process that works and I'm going to go all in. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Whether that's becoming a client with us, of course, we would love that. We can help you. We can do this with you. But if it's not with us, go find another coach. Go find someone, like just get embedded into something and don't let yourself buy into those excuses. Don't justify why you're procrastinating. Don't give yourself a reason to pause and not get this done. You have something of value. Guys, you do. You have something of value that will help someone else and you need to learn how to get in front of them. And if you do that well and effectively, you'll be able to earn more money than you likely are right now, and you'll be able to provide a great service for those people that are desperately in need of your help. So hopefully this has encouraged you. Hopefully this has helped you in some way. If you would like to inquire about becoming a client with us, of course you can do that, and of course we'd love that. There's a link in the description box in the top comment to a bit of information about who we are, what we do, and how we can help you. But we've scaled our coaching and training business from 0 to literally $4 million a year. We know exactly what it takes, we know what to do, and we can walk you through that entire journey. So check it out. We can have a chat on the phone, see if it's a good fit. Regardless, hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. We read through every single comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and I'll see you in a future video.